More carriers for Europe. We will talk about the colors that are going to come in Giga Berlin and the situation with the white seats. So I'm glad to have you back here on my channel. If you're new to my channel, do consider subscribing and supporting this work here. Then starting with the Grand California, which is the third ship that is now going to move to Europe. It's currently loading. So we have currently 2 ships already on their way. One is already close to Singapore, one is close to Taiwan, and this will be the third ship moving to Singapore. So more likely we are having now 3 carriers moving cars to Europe. I do estimate that this is around about 10 to 12,000 cars easily. Depending on the size of the carrier, it could be even more, maybe even close to 14 to 15,000 cars. So that is very good news. On the other hand, what's the reason why we are already ahead of schedule? Demand in China is not as big right now. So we currently have already 3 carriers in the past 6 days of this quarter. That is pretty fast, to be honest with you. And it really shows that Tesla is concentrating on export markets more than ever, and they are moving very quickly. So we see that the backlog for the Chinese market in green has decreased. We see that the US and Canada market is pretty stable right now when it comes to Fremont and Giga Texas. But we can expect China some action when it comes to pricing. Even though it was denied, I still expect that maybe by the end of the quarter, Tesla will have again enough orders to deliver to customers in China. They could even send more carriers that would then arrive in January. If we look into the wait time, it is now 7 days. It cannot be less than 7 days, as they take 1 week to deliver the car from Chinese factory to Chinese consumers. Now for the others, it is declining. So we are in a good spot right now where Tesla could be decreasing prices when it comes to the Chinese customers. Not for the European customers yet. I wouldn't expect that. And latest by the beginning of next year, I don't expect any Model Y anymore. And we talk about that in a moment, to be moved from China to Europe. So that is also good news for New Zealand, Australia, Japan, Korea, because those markets can be delivered to much faster. When it comes to Giga Berlin, we have 2 things to talk about. First of all, many people received a VIN from the new carriers, then they paid their bill, and then the VIN disappeared. So I can calm you down. One person told me that they were talking to the sales advisor and they got back a new VIN after it disappeared. If you have anything like that you received a VIN in the past 2 days, you paid your money, but your VIN disappeared, please talk to your sales advisor. Very important, okay? So that is just for you if you're waiting for a car. When it comes to Giga Berlin, we have 2 news to talk about. First of all, there is no internal discussion about white seats. And there are rumors that apparently there's not enough demand for white seats, so they don't have a priority on it. I personally disagree based on your feedback, but it looks like they are moving the white seats towards 2023. So if you have white seats and you don't want to wait anymore, I would really consider, you have to do your decision to move to black seats to get your car maybe this year. It is very sad that I have to give you this information. Please don't dislike, because it's not my mistake. I just give you the information. Further information about new colors. So apparently the approval process is done. It is not the info I get from Drive Tesla here. Just to clarify, I have separate information here. And my separate information is even saying that internally the discussions right now are clearly that new colors, so all colors you can order online on the website, will be produced in October. There is no exact timeline when in October, but it's supposed to start in October because the parts and the approval, the parts actually came back to Germany, and internally they are planning now to start production of all colors this month. I don't have any information when it comes to the UK market, but I will try to keep you updated when it comes to the other side of driving, I would call it. So I hope this kind of helped a bit to clarify. And as I mentioned many weeks now and a lot of times, I didn't expect Tesla to actually move forward with such a high production and having no other colors, because that would have been insane if they would actually do that. Now, looking into the work council, they kind of support this point here when it comes to drive Tesla. Again, they are not currently going into specific times. You have gotten more specific times from me. Again, just consider that it could be as well beginning of November. We always know that informations are changing so quickly, but I expect it definitely to be in this quarter. Hopefully by the end of October, beginning of November, this information will be coming true. So I'm very glad to give you finally this information. The sad news is when it comes to the white seats. So you really have to consider doing a decision here. Talk to your local sales advisor, which you have, what the best decision is to do if you don't want to wait anymore. So for more information, we have actually two more news to talk about. One is actually the reverse summon that is supposed to come. I do expect that actually to happen in the US before the European market. Elon Musk apparently is actually testing this right now, so we have to see if that is actually happening now with the sensor update and all the information about that. It can get quite hard to do that with the new cars in Europe. Let's see if Tesla is able to fix that very quickly. Now, I have talked about another news a week or 2 weeks ago and before that as well. And that was actually about the virtual power plant, which we all like to see to increase, especially the number of people using it. And now we have actually more news. It is now 5,034 houses being part of this Tesla virtual power plant in California. So that is very good news. It's going to be very interesting what impact this entire virtual power plant can have once maybe close to 500,000 people and not only 5,000 people take care of that. So they can really stabilize the grid and give the grid enough energy when it's really needed. So I'm very glad to have you back here on my channel. If you enjoyed my content and if you like my information from Germany and the perspective as a European here, do consider subscribing to my channel. I would really appreciate that. We will look forward to have you back here on my channel very soon. Thank you very much. Take care. Bye bye.